6 conference games set up the stage for Week 11, starting with Marshall traveling to Southern Miss. Ron, Southern Miss is known for its upsets with TCU in 2003 and Houston in 2011.
If I were playing Southern Miss right now, I'd put a little circle on the calendar because you don't know what's going to happen, because Southern Miss, obviously, they're getting to come home. They take on Marshall. Marshall coming off a bye week, which never really is good when you take on a team as potent like they are. However, you look at Southern Miss, you break it down. Nick Mullins is an outstanding quarterback. They've passed for more than 300 yards in 4 straight games, but you have to stop the Marshall offense. They're ranked second in the FBS, 571 yards per game. That's a tall order to try to slow them down. You have to find a way to control the football and not allow Marshall to get their hands on the ball.
Louisiana Tech travels to UAB. Spotlight on a pair of running backs.
Well, I'm going to be at that game, and it's going to be great because we get a chance to see Kenneth Dixon again, 5th in Conference USA in rushing. Jordan Howard, 2nd in rushing and touchdowns. He's got 9 rushing touchdowns. This is going to be a great battle, I think. And I think if you're UAB, you're coming off a really exciting win. Obviously, Louisiana Tech already bowl eligible, but if UAB wants to go to their first bowl since 2004, they've got to stand up tall, especially defensively in this football game. I think it's going to be a very competitive game.
Kenneth Dixon also 2nd in CUSA in scoring.
Absolutely, and he's a tough cookie to handle, and they've got a very balanced offense, though.
UTSA travels to Rice for a November rivalry game. Since Coach Bayless started at Rice in 2007, the Rice Owls have won 12 consecutive November home games. But UTSA has a streak of 7 straight wins in November.
Well, they've got to get something going with their offense, I think. Obviously, Larry Coker has been plugging holes as far as quarterbacks are concerned, trying to find that right combination. And I think the expectations were so high for UTSA coming into the season. This can be the ultimate redemption game for them. And Rice has to be careful because UTSA, 36 seniors returning, most in FBS this year. They still have a lot of pride on that football team, and this would make their season all worthwhile if they can pull the upset over Rice.
Especially in front of all the fans, because UTSA fans travel really well, especially in Houston.
Not that far, 3 hours and about 15 minutes down to Houston from San Antonio.
A strong WKU offense will be tested by an improved UTEP defense. You have WKU's Brandon Daddy, who became the school's first passer to throw 3,000 yards, and UTEP's defense, who scored 2 touchdowns off of 2 turnovers last week.
Well, I think Western Kentucky probably feels a little sting from what happened last week, and they're going up against another great defense. We talked about Scott Stoker already, the defensive coordinator for the Miners. This is going to be the first meeting between these 2 teams, and for UTEP, you still have a chance at a bowl right now. This is a must-win situation for them, but it's going to start with their defense. Can they slow down Western Kentucky? Very potent offensively, despite what happened last week. That's going to be a key, I think, for the Miners.
Looking at the Week 11 schedule, Ron, 2 more conference matchups.
Well, the one that stands out to me, I think, is FAU and North Texas. You know, the Mean Green have stumbled the last couple of weeks, and it's been very frustrating for head coach Dan McCartney. He got together his senior offensive line and said, okay, we've got to start moving the football. That's where it starts. Andrew McNulty going to be starting at quarterback again. They've got to learn to run the football better, throw the football better, and be more aggressive offensively. I think their defense is okay, and for FAU, very disappointing loss. Can they come back and not let the game last week against UAB beat them again? Important game, I think, and obviously FAU with an outside chance of going to a bowl. It's a must-win situation. Whoever loses, the bowl hopes are over.